morning routine at the moment is 7 days a week cardio, yeah. Get up, get it done straight away, then abs after. Do cable crunch, some core work, plank, and then I'll do vacuums. My abs were lacking, just from neglect over the years. I find it super boring to train, but I'm actually really getting into it now, and I've seen them come up a lot in the past few months. Anyways, it's bank holiday Monday. As you can see, the gym is almost empty. When I come down here normally, it's packed. This is where the weak get weaker, yeah? And the strong get stronger. So, with that being said, all my competitors, this is what my motivation is in the morning. Because trust me, not every single day I want to get up and come down here and train. Okay, but I know all my competitors doing the exact same thing. It's nothing new, I'm not special. Everyone's doing it. So, whenever I feel like, oh God, I could stay laying in bed, like yesterday, bank holiday Sunday, lovely, everyone's out in the sun. I'm in here grafting, yeah? But so are all my competitors, and if I took the day off, Jesus, I would feel horrendous. And then I could step on stage, say if I'm not quite in condition, I think, what if there was that one time that I did cardio? Sounds extreme, but that's the way my mind works. And it's not even a question of, shall I, shan't I, shall I do it later, shall I put it off? It's just robotic. Every single day, it gets done no matter what. So meal one is up. So still I'm blending a shake in the morning, a smoothie. So it's going to be oats, berries, whey, isolate. For me, this works perfectly in the morning. I know I did discuss this in my last video, so I won't go into detail about all my food. Why I like to have this in the morning, get to my desk straight away. So it's now 7:30, is it? So I'll have this and then get straight on the computer, do my check-in, and then what we're going to be doing is go up to my coach Ross. And we all do a check-in because there's, you know, a group of us who are all coached by him in the same building, which is, you know, pretty fucking elite boot camp style. We all go up there on a Monday morning, start the week off right, check everyone out. You know, it's a next level amount of accountability because you've got loads of eyes on you. Everyone's seeing your progress. And then Ross will discuss the plans leading forward to our shows. I'm now just under 10 weeks out. Okay, so this coming Saturday, I'll be 9 weeks out, so I'm like in that middle ground. I'm now, this morning I weighed 103.8 kg. 8 weeks I've dropped 12 kilograms, hence why about on Thursday, it's Monday now, I had 2 refeed days. Big refeed days, 750 gram of carb, 5,000 calories total, just to slow down the rate of loss, keep me full. And if anything, I've come out the back of it leaner. So I'm 103.8 and on we go. I'll probably look to end up around just under 100, maybe sit around 100 by the time the competition comes around. I've got, you know, some fat to come off, but I want to fill up as well. So yeah, meal one's going underway and then I'll do some work. Bosh. I like not fully blending it. Well, blending it, but cutting it a bit short because then you still get a little bit of chocolate and raspberries to chew on.
You have more abs than previously.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Good, and then another round from here. Good. Just keeping that stamina up now. Good. Last round. Just look what it's going to be like when you're up there. Good. Very good.
Yeah.
That's do that again. Do that again. Do that again. Yeah. That's your step in the hard those fucking nuts. Go ahead. Good. And then blow hard as you step. Good. There you go. Good.
It's getting sharper.
Good. And then when you're transitioning, take the breath in, you can leave. And then step through if you want.
I said 15. I mean, there's room for that.
I'll be your cardio with 30.
I felt like you have 15 minutes of cardio.
Yeah, 40
It's literally
40
it's a warm-up.
The guys on the same doses that Rowan had to be on. You just think your focus is too much on where this is going to be before you do this bit. Just literally do a low row. Do it again. Just bend over for about 45 degrees, and now stand up into your head. Yeah, there. It's so much better. But I think what's happening is like when you're doing it the other way, you're kind of pulling back and you're like, right, this is where it's going to be, instead of thinking, right, it's here now it's here. Just focus on every part that you're actually doing it well. Like you're not, your rear shot isn't actually bad when you pull low and slow. Pull there you go, good, and then stand up and spread it. Yeah, it's already better. That's significantly better. Yeah, forget about it. I'm not going to do anything except put the cardio up, and then from there I'll see how things run. Well, you're not going to have to do that much at all. I just literally just coast you in on the deck. That's literally all I do. Midsection is so good. It's just it's not lean. It's not like straight. It's just you just have a good midsection, and so you don't need to pull it off as much as other people do to really show it. Yeah. You know, you were just like someone just went, let's just give him what everyone wants in men's physique. Okay. You know, like,
I thought my abs were shit. So that's
like no, they're absolutely.
I think the obliques make up for it.
Yeah, the obliques make it look so. The obliques make it look class. When you step across, it's literally like it's like
especially when you stand aside.
It's like somebody's got a razor blade and cut them in. Some people's obliques are real like kind of thick and round, which is cool as well. But because there's like this sharpness to them, it's sick looking.
It looks like shark gills.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
Looks like gills.
Well, I'll do one more.
Look at the low back. Great.
Good. Nice step through. Good. Don't think about that rear shot too much.
Good. There. Like that. Like that.
Blow out. There you go. Good.
When you're in that back shot, take a good deep breath in so you can then breathe out hard when you
When
turn
you turn
around.
around. Yeah, that's because we'll go to that rear shot again. Right. So sit it like you normally would. Remember, you're facing the rear of the stage. Now stand up, there you go. Rear shot. And just breathe out. You can't really notice anything. So then take a breathe. Yeah, and then as you're transitioning, breathe in, and then blow out as you turn around.
Yeah.
That's like a fish breathing.
That looks so fucking cool, bro. What the fuck?
And all I do is when you go from here, and you step around, frame your oblique by fucking, and then step back into your bows. So as soon as you turn around, throw the hand across as you blow out, and then just step back where you normally would. And that's gonna look cool. Start for your rear shot.
It just keeps getting better.
And we just will know exactly what numbers you need to be on, food-wise, AS-wise, cardio-wise, for you to predict a certain amount of drop. Like the actual metabolic upregulation of having more muscle is very minimal. You know, you don't actually get that much more out of being that bigger from a metabolic point of view, unless you're 15, 20, 30 kilos heavier, and then the product of your metabolism is the weight in of itself.
Yeah.
You know, when that body weight starts to come down, you know, you might, if we know that like whatever 450 carb pulled fucking 12 kilos off, you know, we can go, okay, cool, we can be quite confident the next year, you know, 475 will do the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you know, so it's like just carrying that through. Okay, can you be ready in 8 weeks? Do we have the evidence to suggest that you can? We do now.
Definitely.
Do you know, and in that way, it's like, okay, now
It's
we're
loads
just,
to push,
it'll
yeah.
by the time you're doing your next round of shows, you'll be looking at pro qualifiers. Like seriously looking at pro qualifiers. You know, the kind of way. Definitely do a pro qualifier or two this year. See where you're at. See where you stand.
Yeah,
and then
good to see where I
100%.
weigh up against where
I think structure-wise, there's no
what do you need? More size, you reckon?
It's just size through your upper clavicle apart. You know,
That top line.
that top line needs to be a bit more, just a bit more imposing than it already is. Like if you were to be able to put some tissue on your delt, tissue on the upper part of your pec, your back is honestly fucking sick. Your back is really good.
When I hit it, right?
Yeah, not even that, just the density through your rear. Like
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
back is
lacking
good.
anything. It's not. You can tell it's not going to fade off.
Nah,
yeah.
So as soon as you get like another 7-8 pounds on your stage weight, I'd say.
That's done. That's done.
That'll be
Big off season.
yeah. 7-8 pounds are honestly isn't gonna take that long.
No.
It won't take that long. It'll be interesting to see, man. It's really, really good. Good fucking shit, man.
Thank you very
Really,
much.
really good
For
shit.
that. He said he thinks that's his best bet. What's the name? Vascular. So I had a question on Instagram. Actually, I put up a poll on what people wanted to hear on this YouTube video, and one of them was how I got to the position I am now, why I am competing. So when I was 18, I actually was a personal trainer, and that's where I got into the fitness industry. I was training since I was about 17. Didn't really know what I was doing. As you know, as a young teenager, you know, just turn up with your mates. That was probably, you know, some of the funnest times ever with training, just the mystery of it all. Browsing through bodybuilding.com forums, looking at the new pre-workouts, you know, literally spending hours. I was sat at a gym desk working, spending all my time just looking at all these forums, pre-workout, best creatine to take, and that was some of the best times. Then it came to a point, and I was just, online coaching wasn't really a thing then. I was just working in a commercial gym. I had, you know, middle-aged women, clients looking to tone up before their holiday, and it was just pretty boring to me at that point. So I went down a different route. I went to uni. Okay, so this is where, you know, I did building surveying, which you might think is quite random. My dad was in the construction industry. I knew it was a good job. You know, it's paid fairly well, you know, 40 to 60 grand a year, something like that. Seeing as when I was at the gym, I was earning about 18 grand a year. So to me, that was a lot of money when I was 20. Anyway, I went to uni, instantly realised this course was not for me. I did not enjoy it. I had no passion for it whatsoever. But I just thought, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to live the uni lifestyle. I was going out a lot and, you know, focusing on the wrong things at uni. Partying, chasing girls, not doing my lectures, not doing my dissertation. Ended up getting a 2-2. And then, you know, it was one of those things. I don't regret going. Do I regret going? It was good for the experience of going to uni, of being around, you know, people, young people, making those friendships, going out partying and whatnot. But did I get anything out of it education-wise that I use now? No, nothing really. So take that as what you will. Anyways, I lost my way a bit with the bodybuilding. I always trained. Since the day I started training when I was 16, 17, I've never taken a day off the gym unless I was severely ill or injured. I've never had an extended period of time off. But, you know, the food wasn't on point. You know, your uni, I was broke. I was in my overdraft. I was eating peanut butter and cheese sandwiches for calories. Goated fucking combination, by the way. Everyone thinks I'm a sicko for that, but even when I was bulking this time around, I was eating it. The lads are like, "What are you doing?"
Really? Peanut butter and cheese.
Peanut butter one side, cheese on the other. Mix it. Yeah. Anyways, that's the proper uni budget style of bulking I was doing. Anyway, came out of uni, got a job in junior quantity surveyor. I didn't really enjoy it. Again, it's just looking at Excel sheets, looking at screens, and I was at that time then, it was Brexit just happened actually, and I got made redundant within 3 months. So there was that. Okay, and then I found myself a job at the bank, Metro Bank, which was my last job just before this, and that was where I actually really enjoyed training, and that enjoyed working there. Sorry, and that's where my training kind of took off because I had a bit more money, had a bit more, you know, time, because a lockdown happened basically. So I was working at the bank, luckily during lockdown, and luckily I had a gym to train at as well, illegally. So I really there's nothing else to do, so I just doubled down on my training. And yeah, I made a lot of progress during that time, and that was a lot of the time when a lot of people going backwards, so I felt like, oh, I've got an edge here. Anyway, that's when I started coaching. Okay, I used that time. I felt like I was very lost at that moment. I was 27, living at home with my parents, no savings, going out a lot every weekend. Okay, just because I had nothing better to do, and I just thought I need to escape this lifestyle. Then lockdown happened, right? Clubs shut, all that shuts, and it gave me a lot of time to think about what I wanted to do and how I was going to escape this sort of period of time where I was just, you know, had no money. I was 27, I could barely afford to move out in Brighton. I was already putting out gym content, so this is a tip for anyone that was trying to get into coaching. Put out valuable content. I was posting gym content for 3 years before I even wanted to be a coach, yeah. So then obviously when I opened my doors, I said, I want to be a coach, people came through because they were like, I've seen this guy, I know what he's about, he's got the credibility, he's been putting out informative content. So yeah, I opened up my doors for, you know, 5-6 people very cheap, you know, some for free. And then got some results, and it just snowballed from there really. Okay, then how did I get to the position where I am now where I want to compete? So, moved to Manchester, okay. I always had the back of my idea in my head that I'd like to compete, but it was never a priority for me because I like to go out quite a lot. So then I moved to Manchester here, knowing nobody, okay, didn't know anyone, not a single friend, and it was actually straight off the back of a breakup really. So, you know, that gives you a lot of motivation to just lock in, okay, and I full sent my training. I had no mates here, so I was like, I'm going to make the most of this and just absolutely just locked in my training, my nutrition. Then I met my group of friends here, okay, who were all competing, and they all pushed me to be the best version of myself and want to pursue my potential. There was potential saw in me, and people were like, why aren't you competing? Why aren't you competing? So then I was like, do you know what? I'm going to do this, and I want to see what I'm capable of. And ever since then, I've seen my physique come on leaps and bounds like it never has done before. I'm seeing progress. I've seen progress that I've never seen before in my life. You know, it's just come so quick when you actually fully commit and you make it your utter obsession. And it is an obsession, and you might think, oh, is that good or bad? To me, it's absolutely amazing. I think about nothing else. You know, sometimes we were walking around yesterday, it was a bank holiday, and I was like, why is it so busy? Oh yeah, it's a Saturday. I didn't even know it was the weekend because I couldn't care less. Every single day is the same for me. It's, you know, Groundhog Day, training, working, grinding, and I absolutely love it. And that's not me saying it's a bad thing, Groundhog Day. I absolutely am obsessed with what I do. So why not capitalise on it, compete and show the world what I'm capable of. I'm still very much in my infancy of competing. I've never competed before. So, you know, it'll be very interesting to see how I fare up against, you know, other competitors, high-level competitors. I've got, you know, a fair few shows lined up, and I want the competition to be hard. I want there to be a good amount of lads there so I can see how I fare. I don't want to turn up to some quiet show just to nip a win. I want there to be, you know, a good level of athlete there so I know where I am in the standings. All right, so life story there. Sorry for boring you, but yeah. The only sessions I've got on my YouTube are push sessions.
you're going to be even in more condition. So it's just like you want it to be effortless. Yeah, so you just go and stand there and your arms are just flailing and you're smiling, you know, and you're making interaction with the judges without really being crunched like a bodybuilder. So you know what I mean? It's men's physique. It's just like you're like a model.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Effortless. It should be, oh, mate, this guy's so pleasing to look at.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
What's aesthetics?
Yeah, and that's it. Honestly, there's a guy used to beat me every year. You know, even Jordan would be like, oh, fucking hell, that abyss is there. He used to come on stage. I just used to stand there. Honestly, it's like he didn't want to be there. I'm like, why is this guy not trying? But little did I know, that's what the judges want. So,
I'm gonna have a go now, so I'll try out.
Yeah.
Get the knee across.
Yeah, it's there. Proportions are there.
Yeah. Do that, go back to that. Just hold your glutes like that, like you have been. And then glutes through. So much better. So much better with the arms. Bend over 45 degrees. Rest. Yes. So you don't take it. Come up the back. Like a fucking, like a superhero.
Don't. One of the things that you'll often see judges go fucking nuts about is if you're trying to make a bad body part a good body part, rather than using the body parts that you have. You already have a small waist, right? Don't try and over-exaggerate it, or if you are going to over-exaggerate it, over-exaggerate it. You know, because I have a small waist and I'm using it rather than I have a thick waist and I'm pretending that I don't. Do you know? Yeah, it has to look effortless.
What I don't like is if somebody has that, do that there. I don't think it's preference. If somebody pulls their waist all the way back and then tries to turn this all the way forward, it starts to break the look up too much. You know, and for the sake of the small waist throwing off the flow that you already have, there's no point in that.
And your flow is sick.
It's so good.
You don't need to hide it.
Yeah, it's nice too. Take your time. And again, do another round once you get there. I don't know. Yeah, good. That's class, Joe.
Really good.
That's much better.
Yeah,
Really good.
simple.
Go again, go again,
Simple.
go again.
Because that's what I was saying last time. It's like the difference of him being here. Yes, you got all this, but when you're here, the waist disappears, but the top line is still. It's a different physique.
Take your time, bro. Just imagine you're in my apartment. That's all you're doing. You're literally in my apartment looking at me.
And going through the motion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
you
even
want to
that.
show them.
I just want you to do it slow so I can show you something in between. Can I just coach my guy, please? Nah, I think Oscar's good.
There's this kid, it's called Abyss Physique. And literally, they gave him a pro card and he refused because he wanted to stay natty. But like, I'd be going to shows and Jordan would be like, there's this kid Abyss, you're not going to beat him. Everyone's going for second because he just saw he was that good. He used to come on stage and he just used to go and just stand there, arms dead relaxed, because that is the class. It's a model class. You can't be like a bodybuilder.
Don't need to do anything too crazy, you know?
Because all this is going to be in shape. So then you will need to less is more. And the muscle is going to be there. It's going to be popping up the skin, the delts, the chest. So you don't need to tense anything. That's bodybuilding. Well, yeah, men's physique, you're just a model. So as soon as you stand there, you want to be able to. Yeah, it's all abs. So every now and then you just go. Yeah, but your arms aren't like not robotic. Yeah.
Gentlemen face front, gentlemen face forward, or whether it's your eye walk. If they're telling you to face front, you're just standing there like that. If they say face back, oblique, oblique, turn around. And you're just repeating that process over and over again. That's all you need to do. You don't need to fucking, this fucking Power Rangers, fucking bullshit jazzing up. You're good enough that you can just get up there, do your thing, and walk off.
So back now from the gym. That was a good push session, bit of posing at the end. What happens now is I eat, I work block 2, finish check-ins, do some calls, I eat again, and I'll go to bed every day. I'll do steps in the evening after my last meal just to digest, and then that's pretty much it. And it'll be rinse and repeat until game day, pretty much over and over again. Like I said, I do love it. I'm obsessed with this, and you know, it might seem pretty monotonous to some, but I don't care. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm gonna get Josh in as regularly as possible, really, up until my show. I'll do some filler with my own vlogs, but I want to, you know, get some high quality footage in over the coming weeks. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying up to date with my progress. We're 9 weeks out now, so things will start to get very interesting over the coming weeks. Being 103.8 kg now, things are, you know, coming down pretty quickly, and it's going to get, you know, disgusting in terms of conditions. I want to walk around the streets of Manchester and people are like, oh, what is that? So yeah, thank you very much.